Hi. Hi, welcome to our vision board party. So I'm starting it on YouTube first. I think I have a give or take of 14, maybe, yeah, like 14 minutes before the Zoom part starts the live. But I wanted to get everything set up and ready to go because we're going to be talking about some amazing topics. For those of you that are coming in to this virtual space later on in the year, welcome. I will hopefully be adding chapters so you could skip through the intro. As in a live, that's always the tedious moment, right? When we're trying to get everything and everyone together. So yeah, let's see what I wanted to check the live, make sure the stream looks good. Hi. Yeah. Hi, welcome to our vision board party. So I'm starting it on YouTube first. I guess I'll just pause it there. But I want to keep it open because I want to be able to see if you guys, sometimes I'll miss, like if you write something, I will miss it. All right. All right, and I have my Zoom ready. The Zoom looks a little, let me see if I could add the Zoom next to my YouTube. That way I could see everything. I look so funny in my life. I don't know if I could hear everything. Just bear with me. Let's see where this is at. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go back to that. Let's close that. That's why I wanted to do this, because I know that's what was going to take me the longest, is organizing. Maybe I should add it. Give me one more second. Sorry, guys. I want to talk about some amazing stuff about manifesting that I've learned that I know you guys are going to just eat up. All right. Maybe I should just restart it. Let's do this again. Oh boy, I don't even know where I put it. Is this it? This is it. All right, join. Let me close that and restart it because I want it to be right next to my YouTube. Okay, I think I might have gotten it. Let's see if it does it. No, I won't do it that way. I'm squinting on the live. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is what happens when you're trying to do two things at one. You're like, what? All right, so I'm going to start the Zoom. So welcome, Jaylee. How are you? All right, so I want to make sure my audio is good. I can't really tell on the Zoom. I'm sure they will let me know once they start coming in. So, because the Zoom starts in 9 minutes. Welcome for all of you that are on YouTube. So, I created special printables just for this event. And one of the things that Spirit shared with me was that this year is all about us, right? We're talking about a huge shift that is spiritually occurring. I think it's super funny because like back in 2012, they talked about like a major shift. And I felt the shift 2010, 2011. And then 2012 was more like me kind of like organizing myself. I think that's when I really focused a lot on my spiritual business. I feel like this is going to be the same thing for this. Like all of the spiritual people, right, are saying that 2023 is a major shift in our reality. And I feel, and I've been telling you guys that I know 22 has been a hard year. It's been a year, so you've had to like push really, really hard in order to get into that flow state, right? Or at least in order to manifest the things that you desire. It's been a really, really hard working year. But with all that being said, oh, I'm sorry, I'll turn it down. I don't even notice. I have those the solfeggio frequencies in the background, and I don't even notice how loud they are. And that is because that's like a pitched type frequency. So admit, and then I just have to make sure that because I don't want everybody to talk at the same time. So as everybody's entering the Zoom and getting to see the vision board, I created some printables for you to use during the opening of January. Because January, we are in Mercury retrograde. We actually just went into Mercury retrograde today. So there was a reason why I made this event today, and it's because of Mercury retrograde. A lot of you have been feeling it because I know off the bat, because of my clients, they start messaging me that they're going through stuff, or this happened. Or for me, I tend to get a bit emotional. Like I'll get like either super excited or sentimental, or I'll have like little memories that'll pop up, and then that is all indications of the things that I need to focus on. Your emotions are your intuitive guides, like guiding you and sharing with you, you know. So I created for this class, I created special printables. So all of you that stay in this class, I will email you these printables. And one of the ones that I did is a 30-day self-care challenge. It's very simple, and you could format it into your own. Like per se, one of the things it says to do yoga. Let's say you don't want to do yoga. Yoga's not your thing, you know? So maybe instead of doing yoga, you could do Tai Chi or meditation or aerobics class. Even though the whole thing of the yoga is to kind of like go within. Yoga is a form of meditation, is a form of spiritual transformation, creating, aligning with the spiritual realm in your physical body. So this is a printable that I will be emailing you guys. So this is why I love this event. This app is just to really get you all to manifest, because 2023 is a year of flow. It's a year of manifestation. So if you are aligned with your desires, with your intentions, with the things that you want to realize in your now moment, you're going to live in this beautiful divine lifestyle that is just really going to kind of like explode even into your now moment. And I feel that the hardship of 2022 is pushing that energy. Oh, sorry. Adding everybody. I didn't know I had to like add you guys. Okay, here we go. Okay. No. Okay. So as you guys come in, I will continue to share. I'm also doing this live on YouTube, so if you miss something, because the event does start at 7, and I've been sharing on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well, and that stays recorded, so you guys come back. I'm going to try to do chapters to get you guys into this divine energy. So I will be talking about, I'm really excited about scripting through Vision Board. There's just like this divine energy when you are creating a vision board, but also using the scripting method. There's just something so magical about it. And in front of me, I have like different things that I've created that I will email you, the participants. For those of you that just happen to come across the YouTube live that you want the printables, comment, and I will, comment back to get your information to get you those printables. So I have an array. I want to share with you why vision boards don't always work out the best for everyone. When we are manifesting is an energy, right? It's an emotion. You have to feel it. You have to feel what you desire, because if you don't really feel it, it's a little harder to get it. I'm not going to say you don't, because I've had some like angry manifestations when like I'll get upset because I really want something to happen, or per se something happened to someone in my family and I'm just like upset. So then I call in my spiritual guides. I call in my spiritual team. So I work with the angels in everything that I do. I don't just I don't believe in like we're alone. I believe that there's always the spiritual guides around us to guide us and to help us to achieve the goals and desires that did I have to sound buddy in that we want to admit all. How do I do that? I'm new to I'm new to all of this, so you have to bear with me. So I believe that our spiritual team is always around us, always guiding us, always sharing like so much magic with us. And when we create a vision board, and I want to show you what I did that I'm going to be sending to you all via email. I created the Wheel of Life, and this one's mine. I wanted to share with you like the pictures that I put in and what is so important about putting pictures and putting ourselves in the pictures. Because if you just have like I have one that's not of me. See, I want to be able to do book signings, because since COVID I had to stop doing all that and I kind of like lost relationships and whatever. So I want to get back into that. I didn't take any pictures of myself doing that. So I found one on Pinterest, really pretty, very aesthetic. But usually you want to add pictures either of yourself in your vision board or pictures that you could say, well, that's me, Like here in the relationship, I just put a woman and a man together that could represent you. Or, if you have, there's plenty of pictures for everybody to be involved. Now, creating the energy of the wheel, the circle, that sphere, that infinite flow is what you want. And that's why I have finances, career, family, growth, spirituality, relationships, social life, and health. Of course, you could add more. You could add whatever you want to your wheel. And I wrote, because when you script, you want to write as if it has already occurred. So you want to write, I'm truly happy and grateful now that, or today I'm super happy, or I love that this occurred. You want to make it in your own words, because my words and your words are never going to be the same. Where did this come from? Where the I am so happy and grateful now that come from? If we go way back to 2007 in The Secret, that's where it started. The Secret kind of started the whole scripting, and then spiritual people, light workers, kind of clicked with that vibration, and they're like, holy smokes, like this is super awesome. We could definitely use this and, script our lives. I created the Scripting Vision Board Journal, which I'm super proud of, because not only are you scripting what you intend and you desire, but you're adding pictures. And I already started, I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I already started adding, and I'm going to show you what I added. One that I kind of did. I haven't all pinpointed, but I wrote on, okay, for wealth. So I scripted this a couple days ago. This is how powerful scripting is. I scripted this a couple of days ago about like this event, because I'm going to do it on YouTube and I'm doing it on the Zoom. And I've never used Eventbrite before. I kind of did a couple times, but like whatever. It's like if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then what happened is I only put 20 participants. And I had an email from one of my clients and like, Daisy, I can't get into the Zoom. And that's why I did the whole YouTube thing, because I was like, well, that's fine if we can't do Zoom. But it was, I didn't add enough tickets. I never thought that it would fill up so quickly. Something that I did like, 2 weeks ago. And it was, I did script about it, but I forgot. And that's the cool thing about scripting is that sometimes you get in your zone and you're writing and then you like forget about it. The same thing happened with my scripting book. I was like, oh, I want it to be number one. And then I left it at that. And it became number one. So you want to decide what it is that you desire. And think about 2023 is the next 5 years. So everything that you work on um, in your now moment, which I know we're Mercury retrograde, and a lot of people will be like, hey, Mercury retrograde, don't do anything. Mercury retrograde is actually a super manifesting vibration. So you want to focus on your intention, focus on yourself, your intentions, your desires, the things that you want to manifest during this energy, because this is when you're most emotional. This is when the past gets into your face, when you feel like this is not working. So then you're thinking, you don't want to be the victim. What you want to find is the solution. You know, when I come across problems, sometimes I'll leave them alone and I'll come back to them, or I'll write it down. I'll write it, write a question. I'm going through this. How do I shift this? Or I had one of the things that I'm working on is I'm doing a water magic book, and I'm trying to push it out really fast. So I was like, okay, well, how do I write my water magic book the best way that I can in the short span of time? And then what happens is it's so beautiful, because these beautiful inspirations, energies. I had someone come to me and be like, hey Daisy, I'll help you do this. Like, I'll help you do the cover, or I'll, edit. I finally got an editor. So it's just like so many beautiful things to scripting. And that's why I did the Wheel of Life for you guys, because since I know a lot of you don't have the journal, which you could get, it's available on Amazon, but I wanted you to start with something now. You want to have pictures that represent you, what you desire. You want to add them to the wheel, and then write little notes. Like I wrote 2023, my first year of a bestseller, because that's what I want. And so my book is not just number one, but it also has that beautiful Amazon bestseller. That's my goal for 2023. And then I do have a picture of that somewhere, where I'm just like me holding the 2023. Of course, I add pictures of my book. You want to get very personal. Let's say you don't have your book. Let's say your book is, or whatever you're doing, your business. When I do the cash books for my clients, I always, they're like, okay, I want my business to be 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. They have their ideal of what they're here for, like what they want to create in their business, like what they want to manifest. So I say, send me a logo. What is your business logo? What do you want your business to look like? Sometimes they'll go to Canva and they'll just like create something spontaneous and then send it to me. I had one client who got their kids. Their business was a crayon business, which I thought was super neato. They literally started buying those silicone molds that they sell at Michael's, and they started a business, and she is making about 5,000 to 6,000, I think, the last time I talked to her, every single month. And her logo is just a little drawing that her daughter created. And it's like you could create the reality you want. It doesn't have to be money. I work a lot with my scripting love clients, like they want to have a better relationship with their spouses or partners. And they come to me. Why? Because I do ritual work and I do energy work, so they think that everything has to do with that. And then when I get them to kind of, like I say, cross over into like writing and journaling their intentions and their desires, it's just like it explodes. So I wanted to, now that we're starting, you want to go to Pinterest or Canva or both. I like Pinterest because I find that their pictures are very aesthetic, right? Like I'm into pinks and sparkles. So I'll go to Pinterest and I'll find like pictures that I love. And then I will go to I'll copy them and put them in Canva, and then I'll add like me and my grandbabies to them. Like, let's say things that are important to me are like family vacations and spending time together. I want to do more of that. So then I'll do like a picture of us, and then I'll put a copy and paste it with Canva, download it, and I put it into my scripting journal. Now, what you want to do with scripting is you want to first start with gratitude. One of my divine masculines. I always find that divine masculine. I talked about this in the video that I created about this vision board journal. Divine masculine tend to be a little more complex when you're trying to share this energy with. I don't know if it's because as a divine feminine we're more intuitive, so we kind of flow more. So I don't know if that's what it is, but divine masculine tends to sometimes be like, I don't understand, or they want things done for them, right? Because they usually, divine masculine hire people to do things for them. So they want that, and that's why, in many ways, that's why I created the I do the scripts for you, where I share, I send you the scripting, and then I'll be like, okay, send me your 5 desires. Like, what are your 5 major desires? And I usually start a script and do a video and share it that way. So yeah, that's like, the main thing about scripting. You want to write what you love. Let's say you just had an amazing holiday with your family, and then you want to maybe extend it or have a vacation next year. Let's say next year you're thinking, I want to do my holiday next year in Hawaii. I want it to be big. So you start with what you have now. You say, I'm super happy and grateful now that I spend time with my beloved or my children. Even if you just had a turkey at home and it was nothing out of this world, but you spend time with your family. So you enjoyed that moment. So then you want to get into the place that you start to add what didn't happen. You start to write about 2023 as if it has already occurred. And that's where it gets complicated. That's where I lose a lot of people, because they're like, well, how do you do that? Like, how do you add as if it hasn't, as if it hasn't occurred? It's very easy. In the beginning, it's going to be complicated because it's going to feel weird. It's just like weird, I'm writing something that hasn't happened, Daisy. This is weird. But as you start to go back to your scripts, like I do, and a lot of my clients do, and you start to notice that, oh my God, this manifested. This is amazing. Then you start to get in the energy of it. And I'm going to read you a script that I wrote way back in 2015. So the original script, this is the part that actually occurred. I wrote, today I had the most wonderful day. My husband took me to Lincoln Street, one of my faves. We walked all the shops, and then he surprised me by taking me to the coffee espresso. They even showed us a beautiful espresso machine, which I will soon be purchasing. I sat all wealthy lifestyle looking, and all this in this oversized, comfortable chair with my Verissimo Nespresso cappuccino. It was delightful. It was yummy, filled with foam, and I truly, truly enjoyed it. That was like my entry, right? My journal entry. Then I added, it was delightfully filled with foam that tasted heavenly. He then took me down to the beach where we walked on the shore, and he proposed to renew our vows. I will be honest, I cried a lot, but it felt so good and exciting. Now I get to plan a renewing of the vows ceremony. I'm so excited. I will love it on the beach, maybe in Hawaii. And then, of course, I go on, oh my God, I can't wait to share the pictures. Will you believe that this already all occurred? So I wrote something that did happen. My husband just took me out to have some coffee. It was fun. I felt good. And then, of course, he didn't take me to the beach to propose. Years later, because my husband's divine masculine, what can I tell you? He did propose. He bought me, I wasn't expecting a ring. He bought me a ring. I never told him I wanted to renew the vows. It all came from him, something that he planned with my daughter. The point is that when you start to put your desires down on paper and create that vibration of you writing as if it has already occurred, magic happens. And that's what you want in your life. So I will be emailing all of you guys your own wheel. I will also send you the link for the journal, and I have a video that I created just on how to use this journal. So all of this is part of this beautiful event. This is all something that you could start doing now. I have scripting classes that I do for my clients that they need more one-on-one. So it's just like me and them. I send a video, so it's very personal. That's different, and I'll send you also if you want to do that. Now, in the wheel, you want to take your wheel, and your wheel will have the career, the finances, the family, the growth, the spirituality, the relationships, your social life, and your health. You could format it however you want. Let's per se, my social life is here. It's me with my clients, it's me on social media, it's, that's my social life. Or the time that I spend with my kids, what you would consider that family, right? So that's part of my social life. That's who I spend my time with. So it's silly the way I am. For example, your health. I'm on a health journey because I gained a lot of weight during COVID, and I keep like playing with the 10 pounds, 15 pounds, gain 10 pounds, lose 10 pounds, So I want to do more like nature walks because walking is so good for me. So I'll do that. If the picture here, it's not my picture, but who's to say it's not, because it's just a tennis shoe on like a bike, because I love to do spinning, I love to ride bike, I love to kayak. So think about the things that you want to do, and when you choose your pictures, make them like they are yours, right? Don't put a picture of this person that looks nothing like you, unless it really inspires you. For me, I get inspired by seeing, like I say, seeing myself do the things, or seeing myself with my family and friends doing things. I feel like when we are emotionally attached to the pictures, we create the energy of manifestation. So when you add pictures that bring happiness, that bring joy, you align with that vibration, and then it manifests. So it's quite beautiful. And I will send a video for you sharing all of this, so I just wanted to do that and share that with you guys. I'm going to unmute you all, so if you have questions, you could ask. So let's do that. Sorry about I'm taking a little long on Zoom. Okay, ask to unmute. Let's see. Ask to start video. Mute all. Okay, allow person. Okay, so I did the button. I'm new to Zoom, so bear with me. I did the button. You could unmute yourself. So if you have a question, you want, let's get personal. This is about scripting. This is about you. This is about you manifesting. So this is the whole purpose of why I did this. I did this because you guys want to shift your lifestyle, shift your vibration. So go ahead and ask the questions that you want answers to. I think all of you guys are muted. If you guys have questions. All right, so while you guys are deciding on if you have questions or whatever, I'm going to go into the 30-day self-care challenge. Now, this challenge is going to help you put yourself in the energy of taking care of you. A lot of us don't take time for ourselves. Either we're super busy, we're working 9 to 5s that are not 9 to 5s. I used to have 13-hour days. I remember I used to get home and my feet would hurt so much that I couldn't climb the stairs to my apartment. It was like dreadful. And then I had to go, and I we would eat junk because like you're tired. So you know, throw something in the microwave or deliver a pizza. It was just really, really crazy situations. And I talk to a lot of people that are going through that. And I know, I understand because been there, done that. So taking care of yourself is really important. Really, really important. And this cute little 30-day challenge is nothing out of this world. The first one literally just says stretch all your muscles. But it is a way for you to do something daily for yourself. The next one says drink more water. I'm constantly drinking water. I bought me, I change them around. Like this one's been the best one because it's all metal, so it's really easy to clean. The other one had a straw, so I had to like throw it away because you couldn't replace the straw. But always drinking a lot of water is really good, especially when you're working with your spiritual team and your angels and your spiritual guides, or when you're meditating or doing nature walks. Water is just this beautiful, beautiful element. And the next thing that I'm going to be sharing is manifesting through water magic and using things as in your drinking water to set intentions of what you want to realize in your life. It's like just amazing. Go out for a nature walk, just walking around and doing affirmations over the things that you desire, you know. Going to bed early. That one's really hard for me. I don't know about you guys, but going to bed early for me is really, really hard. So practice yoga, a DIY project. That is always a lot of fun, you know, doing projects that inspire you, that get your creative juices to flow. Watching your favorite movies, that always puts me in a high vibration. Surround yourself with positivity. That could be also the solfeggio music that I have in the background. You know, those high intense frequencies, they push you into that beautiful amplifying manifestation energy. So all of you guys, I will be sending, hey Walter, I will be sending you these printables, the video, and of course the wheel, which is a printable, so you guys can start manifesting. I love to hear your stories. I want to hear, why are you guys here? Like, I want to share with me, like, what are you manifesting? I want to hear. Let's interact. What are your goals for 2023? What is it that you're trying to bring into your now moment? Wealth. Wealth is, you know, and it's super funny because wealth, everybody thinks about money and they see it as an object, right? So wealth is an energy. It's a vibration. We're always chasing money. We hear songs. Everybody tells you got to work hard. I remember when I was a kid, my parents were like, you got to go to school. You got to work really hard. Or, you know, I'm from the, you know, 70s and 80s. So back then our ideal was work for a good company. And by the time you're 65, you're going to retire into, you know, some kind of pension, which is non-existent now. So wealth, what you want to do to attract wealth is set your intentions. Like, let's say you got your wheel, right? I send you the wheel, especially you, Wall Street, because you got my cash book, don't you?
Yes.
And what have you done with it so far?
Well, I'm starting to work with it. Soon I'll be ready.
That's what I like to hear. That's awesome. Yeah. So when you want to work with wealth, think about, how do you bring wealth into your life? I never thought I was going to do this. I never for a moment. I've always been very spiritual, always helped people. I mean, I used to go into people's houses and feel the energy. I knew if somebody was calling on the phone, who they were, if someone was coming over. I mean, it got to the point that people in the neighborhood were coming to me to pray for them, and I didn't understand why. It's like, why can't you pray for yourself? Like, but they just felt that it was like, no, Daisy has some kind of divine connection to God, you know. And I thought it was because to me, it was like, I'm just Daisy, you know, like there's nothing really different about me. I'm just like you. I feel like it's all like faith, right? Like I know, like I had someone the other day who was like, I'm so upset. She does this. She sells these products or something, right? And she's like, Daisy, I'm super upset because I need to sign up 5 different people. And if I don't sign them up by the end of this month, I'm not going to make my bonus. If I don't make my bonus. So she went on to share with me all the reasons of how she wasn't going to make this. And I explained to her, I said, I don't chase money. The moment you stop chasing money, money comes to you. And this is really, and you're like, what are you talking about? It is so complicated because I remember when they first told me this, I was like, you guys are crazy. Barbara Corcoran said her mother told her that. Her mother told her, stop worrying about money. The moment you stop worrying about money, you'll be fine, Barbara. And she says that she did that. She stopped focusing on the money that was going to come in from her business, and she started focusing more on her business. On, okay, I want, like, per se, I'll create my scripting class. And my scripting class, super funny. I didn't invent this. This came to me from my client. I had a client that I said, hey, I do this thing called scripting. And, because everybody was coming to me for rituals, money, magic rituals, my assumption audios, and all of that. And she's like, no, I want to do the scripting. So she helped me create my scripting class. So when you're in that vibration of money coming to you, it just comes to you. And I know that when you are like, you're not making any money, because I know I've been there a few times over, you kind of feel like restrained even, Like, where does your money come from, Walter?
Fixed income.
You got a fixed income. Okay, so when you have a fixed, you need to find, like, let's say you need to, I'm going to show you a perfect example. I have a friend of mine, and I don't share this with anybody. I do contesting. I have won money. I have won collectibles. I have won so many, nothing crazy. Like, I haven't won a house yet. I haven't won a car yet. But it just feels really good to do contests. And the best book that I could tell you to get is by Helen Hadsell. She was known as the contesting queen. So if you have a fixed income and you want to bring more wealth into your life, what do you have to do? You have to do contesting, or start a hobby that's going to bring you money, or just different things that you could attract to bring prosperity. I'm not going to say the lottery, because even though I know people that have done the lottery and have won nice amounts. I had a client of mine who, I had two actually. I had one client that did the cash book, and it was super funny. He did the cash book. His sister-in-law saw it, and she did it too, and she won $5,000 in the UK lottery. And then he messages me and he's like, oh my God, the cash book was not meant for me. It was meant for my sister-in-law. And I said, no, it's meant for you too. You just have to kind of align with the energy. Maybe her energy was the lottery, because that's what she knows, because she's a housewife. So, like, you're fixed income. Her job is to be a mom and take care of the home. So she really doesn't have an income either. Money is energy. It's always flowing. That's why I don't call it, you notice when I talk about money, I don't say like money, I'll say like wealth, prosperity, because these are energies, and they are always coming to us. Like I said, with the scripting, I didn't even think about this. The client was the one that's like, Daisy, I want you to do this for me. How about I pay you this to do this for me? And this is where the scripting class started, and it's just like, it's just so beautiful how when we are creating our realities, how I feel, because I believe in God. So I believe that God and his choir of angels come in and synchronize the events for you, you know. I'll have people that just message me out of the blue, and they'll tell me they want to work with me, or they want me to be a part of their uh, create something with them, and they'll pay me for that. So there's so many different ways that I'm constantly, I mean, you could hear as I'm talking to you, you could hear in the background my Etsy shop kachinging, you know. And some of that is my printables. So I'm creating stuff that I don't even work on. Like I made it one time and it just sells over and over. So those are things that you could try to do, Walter. Like I heard this little girl on Shark Tank. I'm a Shark Tank fanatic. And she said, or it might have been a little boy. I think it was a little girl. She said, well, my daddy said to find a problem and find a solution and create a product from it. And that's what and this kid might have been like 10 years old. And he's a millionaire. Can you imagine that? A millionaire at 10 years old. Isn't that, it's surreal to me. So, and this is why I wanted to share this scripting vision board party, because scripting, you know, I get a lot of people who are like, Daisy, I don't have time to write stuff down. I don't have time to sit down with a journal and write. Usually those are my divine masculines that tell me that. So you want to create scripts with your partners or even by yourself. I will share scripts out loud in my home because of course I'm weird and my family already knows this. So when they hear me kind of saying things out loud to myself, it creates like a vibration of me attracting, you know, and it's beautiful. Even before this event of the vision board party, I already had clients that signed up to my scripting course, the class. And it's like like I said, this class is not cheap. It's a $300 class, but they love it because I work on them. It's personal. They send me 5 major things that they desire, and I sit down and I create a video, I create the script, I write it out for them, and then I send them the workbooks. It all has videos. It's so funny. Nobody's called me all day. As soon as I start the class, everybody's calling me. So I create the videos for them, and it's just really beautiful. And then I created this freebies because I want everybody should be able to have whatever they desire, because I see it as if we're all doing awesome, we could shift our world. You know, we imagine if you were, you know, imagine Walter, if you were a millionaire, all the people in your community that you could help. Wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine if tomorrow you went and you like played the lottery or you entered a contest and you won like the jackpot or the biggest prize. Think about like what you could do. And that's what scripting is. It's not seeing yourself buying the lottery ticket. It's seeing yourself looking at your phone and seeing in your bank account the money that you desire. And I do the same thing. If you look at my wheel, I mean, you could barely see it, but here it's a clipping, and I found this on Google. So somebody that makes $5,000 a month from their books. And I'm not at the $5,000 a month yet, but I'm close. And then these are just books that I created that flow income to me, meaning I do it one time, and I'm not good with marketing and stuff. I'm not there yet. Eventually I'll find someone to do that. Right now I just got a virtual assistant, so baby steps, right? But the point is, when you are wanting to manifest with the magic of scripting, your life completely shifts, and it's just really wonderful. It's surreal, because I look back at my journals that I use for scripting, and I read some of this stuff, and I'm just like, holy moly. Like the other day, I was doing a walkthrough for where I live, and I was like, I would have never thought would live in such a beautiful place, because I was used to where we used to live, like in the Miami area. They don't have apartments like this, and especially not for like the price that I'm paying. I think an apartment like this in Miami will probably be like $5,000 to $10,000, even if they have them. So it's like a fairy tale when you see your lifestyle the way you want it to be. And this is why I created this, because I want you guys to access this. And by seeing me, you're not gonna know it. It is not until you actually do the work. And this stuff really works. So you want to get your wheel, okay? And you're gonna put your stuff on your wheel, okay? And you're gonna put this wheel. I recommend that you put it like by your bedside, because this is the first thing you're gonna see when you wake up in the morning, and it's the last thing you're gonna see when you go to bed. And then when you look at it, you want to say how grateful you are. And something that works, like we have our heart chakra. So I would, put your hands over your heart chakra and declare, I'm truly happy and grateful that I'm living my dream lifestyle. I wake up every single day filled with God's favor. And anything and everything I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly in my now radiant moment. And then you start scripting what you desire. I'm truly happy and grateful that this class that I shared with the people that have entered and all the people that virtually will come in the future will manifest greatness into their life. That they'll take these simple little techniques and create the life that they desire. Something that we do not really grasp until we grasp it is that the only thing that is real is right now. Yesterday already happened, and tomorrow's always going to be in the future. So how you shift your tomorrow is by doing the things right now, by taking care of you right now, by let's say you want a better home, right? My husband, and I think it's super funny because I'm just like, you don't even notice that sometimes you're more magical than I am. And I'm supposed to be the spiritual one. But he has this thing, like when I'm getting ready to, because like I want to move into my next, he'll start like decluttering, because I tend to be a bit of a hoarder. I'm going to be honest and share my flaws. So he'll start like decluttering and donating stuff and, getting rid of the things that, like old, sometimes we'll have like boxes, because like right now for Christmas, all the gifts and whatever. So we'll have the boxes and you tend to keep them just in case you have to return something. And sometimes it's a couple of months and, the box is still there. So he'll go in and start decluttering. And he's like, okay, babe, you haven't used this in a while. Why don't we, and we live in a large community, and, some of the people around us are not like the best places. Like there's a lot of, where I live, there's a lot of motels that have children. Like I had never seen that before. Imagine like, and I'm not belittling or being like, oh, poor kids or nothing, because you see that a lot of them are having fun. Some of the funnest times we have are like playing outside and stuff like that. But can you imagine like, taking some of the, like I have an air fryer that I hadn't used. There was a gift and I never really use it. So I took that over there, because they don't, motels don't have kitchens. Things have to be plugged in. And that air fryer it was just that. You just plug it in and you turn it on. So that went to someone that I know needed it, and I'm sure is using it. We do clothing. The other day I got some, I win stuff all the time. I enter every sweepstakes, every contest that I could get my hands on, and I win stuff all the time. And some of the things are awesome and I use them, and some of the things I don't use. So what I do, I donate them. Elderly communities, just you want to shift the energy in your home. Remember, if you have too much clutter, you can't get new stuff. And that's a lot of the things that we don't understand, because we think like, oh, my mom per se, she's always like, I'm gonna start an eBay shop, she'll say. This was like, she wanted to do this, I think it was like mid 2000s. And I was like, Mom, if you're never gonna start an eBay shop. And she still has all this stuff. So what she did was like, she literally grabbed all the stuff that she hasn't used for years, brand new stuff with tickets that just people were donating to her and giving her, and she took it all to her local church, you know. So you're making way. And she's like, Daisy, you wouldn't believe, as soon as I did that, I started like, getting more stuff, like, and not like a negative way, like a materialistic way, but more like, she bought new furniture that made her happy, and she donated the one that's it didn't fit her needs anymore, because my mom is older, so now she has to have like special furniture, and just like little things like that, changing your life and allowing the vibration. Wealth is a vibration. So look at yourself and your life, and how would you look if you were wealthy? How would you dress if you were wealthy? How would you act, if you were wealthy? And a lot of people confuse that and think, well, if I'm wealthy, I'm going to start spending money. So then they'll get like $100 or $1,000 or their income tax and blow it in 5 minutes, and then they'll be like, oh, that didn't work. Because that's not what you do. Wealthy people invest. Wealthy people make their money work for them. You want to grow wealth? Read The Richest Man in Babylon. That little book, and it's free on YouTube. You can literally listen to the audio. That little book literally teaches you the magic of wealth. It teaches you the vibration, how to make money work for you, how to live in that wealthy lifestyle. And just like I said in my other scripting class, just little things. You don't have to have an amazing wardrobe. You don't have to wear Chanel to feel wealthy. I have a lot of wealthy people around me that buy stuff at Target. They love the clothes. They'll go to Ross. I don't like Ross. Too many people. But I'm saying, it's all in energy. It's all how you feel. If you feel wealthy, you are wealthy. And that just comes to you. And you're going to just notice the doors open up for you. All right. So I'm going to let you ask questions. And then I'm going to email you guys all of this, plus the video that I created for my scripting vision board. Oh, and I almost forgot. So I have this free course. It's called, and I'm sorry I hope nobody has children around. It's called Broke Manifest This. Okay. I'm going to send you that as well for free, because it has the law of assumption on how to manifest fast cash. It also has money unblocking rituals. I think you already got that, Walter. If you didn't, let me know. Okay. These audios are really great to clear the vibration around you, so you could get into that beautiful lifestyle. And I know we got into like wealth, and some of you might be doing health. I do have a lot of like anxiety clients, and I don't like to say anxiety because I feel like we all have anxiety. I all of us. But I do have some clients that have like severe anxiety, like scary stuff. So I have worked one-on-one with them, and I created like special audios to help them release some of that fear, because anxiety comes from fear, from stress, from your life not going according to you, or you'll have like things happen that you felt uncontrolled. Life is always happening, but you want to be your best self, your most radiant self. So when things do go astray or not, not your way, you are in a better place to actually find a solution. Or if you have to go through a grieving process, because there's some things that are beyond our grasp, like how many of us have lost family members in the last couple of years? I mean, all the suffering that we've seen in 2022. I've lost 2 young cousins in 1 year. Close cousins, way younger than me. So it's like life could be a bit, rough around the edges. And if we're in a better place, we're able to, per se, like, we came together and were able to help my aunt because they were both her babies. So imagine her place. Imagine like where she is and what she's going through. And I'm telling you this from a personal perspective, but I know because I got thousands of clients that I work with every single year. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy to me when I say stuff like that. Thousands of clients. It's just like, what? If it wasn't that I have the list, I would be like, no. So I hear of all these stories, and what really makes me happy is when I work with some of you and you send me your stories of how doing some of this work has shifted the energy. How, and sometimes it's just your feeling, and your feeling is everything. Because I had a client, like, she was really, really in a depressive state for such a while, and she's like, Daisy, I just started using your audios and listening to your audios, and that alone just felt amazing. You know, just felt amazing. All right. So you will be getting all that. I actually have it all written down somewhere that I will be emailing all that to you. If by any chance you don't see my email, check your spam, because sometimes it does go to spam. But it usually comes from my Love Goddess Yahoo email. And I will be closing this. Do you guys have any questions, or you want to talk about anything before we go? I will also be sending you the link to the journal and the video on how to use it. I'm so proud of this journal. This is really magical journal for me, because the cool thing about this journal is that you see it every day. Think about, and I talk about this in the video I'm going to send you. Think about this, and a lot of you are not going to know what I'm talking about. We used to have a catalog, mail order catalogs. It's like, I'm old. So we used to order stuff on the mail order. Think about ordering stuff online on Amazon. Okay, let's pitch it up here. Think about Amazon. This is your Amazon, except it's you sending out your order to God, to the universe, to the creator, however you want to see. And this is amazing. I saw a question on YouTube. Romeo says, I'm trying to learn to shift energy, but it's also confusing. I'm very new to this. Shifting your energy is all a state of mind. So your energy, it all starts with your mind. Remember, and I know this is going to sound crazy. So it's all about the God within, and your God within is inside of your mind. So shifting your energy is about you changing your thoughts. And I know that sounds complicated, because you're like, I have like a million thoughts a day, and we do. But you see how that loud music that I had, somebody told me to turn it down, and I did. That is solfeggio frequencies. And there's different frequencies that you put in the background. You could do this while you're home, while you're cooking, stay away from TV, especially when you're trying to shift your mindset, especially stuff that's going to bring in anger or resentment or guilt or fear, anything that's going to bring any of the lower vibrational energies, you want to stay away from. That way you shift your vibration. Another thing that I do is ashwagandha. I take ashwagandha. It's a natural root. It's great to balance and restore. It helps you relax. It's very peaceful, kind of helps you unwind, helps you to go to bed at night. And I just find that ever since I started taking ashwagandha, I'm more calm, because I tend to be, it's not so much as anxiety as very like excited. I'm super excited. I tried to explain that to my doctor, because they wanted to like put me on something to mellow me out, because I do suffer from high blood pressure. And I was like, I don't want any of that. You don't understand. It's not anxiety. It's like an excitement. Like sometimes I get so excited. I don't know why. So it's not an anxiety. And I don't want to calm that, because I feel like that's my fire, right? So I do take ashwagandha to kind of balance all of that out, and just keep working on your scripts. Just keep working on your scripts. I send you all the videos. Listen to the audio. Listen to them every night. I'm constantly shifting your vibration and your energy, and manifesting is a life ritual, just like brushing your teeth. You have to brush your teeth every day because if not, they're going to fall out, right? You know, you have to shower every day because if not, you're going to smell. So your spirituality is really important. It's your manifestation. So you want to feed that. It's the most important aspect of your life. It's you. And until you make that decision to put you first, put your desires first. See, it got loud again. I'm sorry, guys. That's when your reality shifts. That's when your mind will shift. And like you said, you're new to this. Take it day by day. Learn something new every day. And what you're going to find is as you script, you're going to have new mentors come into your life. New people that inspire you. Like, think about, how did you come across me? How did you find me? Spirit probably organized you, sent you my way. So just allow, take care of you, focus on your intentions. All right. If nobody else has any more questions, I will close it here and I will be emailing you soon. I'm Love Goddess Daisy at Yahoo. You can send me emails if you have questions. Maybe you don't want to speak on the Zoom or send you, it's personal. I totally get it. So you could email me at lovegoddessdaisy at Yahoo. I will also be sending you the scripting class and all of these freebies so you could start on your quest. You have a beautiful New Year's and I cannot wait to hear your stories. Namaste.